is it? Uh-huh. Hey, what are you doing outside? It's pouring down rain. Come in. Jesus, you're soaking wet. How long have you been out there? You walked here? That's like blocks away. Why didn't you take your car or something? Your mom is taking it. That isn't an excuse. Come here. Let me get you a towel real quick. There. At least you're not dripping all over the floor now. Your hair. Yeah, but I know how much you style it. Come in here. Get on the couch. It's freezing outside. I'm gonna go boil some water for some tea. I'll be right back. There. It started. What were you thinking? I mean, look at you. You could have gotten sick. And you still could. Seriously, it wasn't that big of a deal. Look, I know that I might have spammed you just a little bit, but that's no excuse to come during such horrible weather. What if you got lost out there? Or hurt, or... Suppose that as long as you're safe now and know that I know where you are, it's alright. Really, it wasn't that big of a deal. Yeah, I know I called like 19 times, but I was just freaking out a little bit, that's all. You know life hasn't been easy recently. And I should have realized that you were in class. I'm sorry. I know it's something stupid to be sorry about, but I am. Really, you shouldn't have worried so much. Look, I know that you're the person that I go to every time that there's an issue or anything else. We're just really close, that's all, and I really don't have anyone else to turn to. Not anyone that I trust. Not like you. Well, I mean, we've been best friends for about 3 years now. I figured that 3 years is kind of a magical number, you know? I'm glad you can forgive me so easily. I didn't mean to worry you, it's just... You know, just with everything that's been going on, school, finals, college, it feels like the world is just suffocating me. And I don't deal with that kind of stuff well, as you know. I'm glad you feel the same way. What? Fine, I'll sit next to you. Hey! No. I'm thankful for the hug. I needed it. And now I'm gonna have to change clothes, though. That's a downer. Speaking of which, you need to change clothes as well. I'm sure my dad has something upstairs you can borrow. Though I think it might be a little big on you. Yeah, it's a little late. That's why I was kind of worried. Yeah, you're usually asleep by 8 or something. I'm not saying anything about that. It's nice that you're getting some sleep finally. Staying up late is incredibly unhealthy for you. Oh, you know I always worry about you. That's kind of my job. Yeah, as your best friend. It's my job. No, it's nothing. It's nothing. It seems like the heater finally kicked on. I am not snuggling with you when you are soaking wet. No, I'm not going to do that. Stop. All right, all right. You're soft. But you're also freezing cold. I know you can't do anything about that. You could have at least used an umbrella, though. Or brought a jacket. You didn't think that far ahead? You were just too worried about being Prince Charming, weren't you? I appreciate it. I really do. I don't want you to get hurt. That's all. Call me a helicopter friend if you must. This is nice. You know, despite being the whole soaking wet and cold part. So, what was the real reason for me calling you over? Again, I just wanted to talk, you know? Relieve some anxiety. I'm not lying. I'm not lying about it at all. What makes you think that? I'm not blushing. Besides, the tea's almost ready. Yeah, it only has to steep and then, I'm not changing the subject, I'm just... Okay, I am changing the subject. It's nothing's the matter, it's... Listen, again, we've been friends for 3 years and... We're really close, right? It's amazing how we can just be so open with each other. How, despite everything, we've stayed together this long. I know 3 years doesn't sound like a long time, but it really is. Yeah, I've seen friendships that only last a couple months, actually. I suppose that's just life, right? So, being this close and just being friends and after work, usually I'll bring you a snack or something, and when you get done with work, I usually just wait outside and we get to walk home together. I always found it strange that you always wanted to walk with me. I mean, again, your house is a pretty decent distance away from mine. I suppose it's one time where me and you just get to hang out as buddies and our other friends don't really get to butt in, right? Yeah, spending that time alone with you is, pretty great. I'm not saying anything, no. I'm not. It's just nice spending some quality time with you. Since we're closer and everything. That's all. Again, the tea's almost ready. You really want to get this information out of me, don't you? It's not that big of a deal. Right now, we should really be focusing on you and getting you out of those clothes. You really could get sick from this. I do not matter more than your health. What do you mean you're not gonna change? You need to warm up at least a little bit. What? You are not gonna go back outside. No, I won't let you. Then tell me what's wrong. Hey! Guilt tripping is not okay. This isn't fair. What do you mean you don't care if it's fair or not? Fine, fine. Just promise me that you won't judge me afterwards and that it won't change anything, okay? Promise me. Pinky promise. Thanks. Cross our hearts and hope to die right. Okay, well, you see, that person I've been liking for a little bit, you know, my crush, they're really cool, and we're really close, and I've been meaning to confess to them recently. Yeah, so I kind of wanted to today. I wrote a note, you know, explaining all of my thoughts and everything since I'm not really good with words, and, well, I panicked, and I didn't give it to them. And it bothered me because I was so close again, but they seem happier with someone else. Confess right now? To them? I don't think that's a good idea. Well, okay. Man, I really don't want to do this. I know you won't judge me too much, well, I'm just gonna say it. The person I like is you. I like you. I have for a little bit now, and you're the person I wrote the letter to. You're the one I've been staring at class. You're the one I've been ogling at. You're the person who stole my heart. Why are you looking at me like that? You said you wouldn't judge me. I'm sorry. I can't help the way that I feel, You're hugging me again? How come? You like me too? No. You're not. You're serious? I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting this, that's all. I'm kind of overwhelmed. I'm just really happy. I really thought you liked that other person, and what do you mean? You were talking about me to them? Is that why you were smiling so much? So, does that mean that we're a thing now? That's pretty cool. That was lame. I'm sorry. What do you mean that was cute? You tease. I think now is the time for cuddles then. Wow. After all this time, just us together. Man, I am really glad you convinced me to get that off my chest. You were nervous too? What do you mean? I suppose that me talking about that guy to you wasn't the best way to secretly hint that I liked you, I suppose. You are a little dense, though. It's not a bad thing. I find it a little bit cute. But I guess I'm dense too because I couldn't catch on. That's the kettle going off. I think now that all of this is out of the way, that maybe you should stay the night. Well, it doesn't look like the storms are gonna let up anytime soon. I mean, you're sure to get sick or even worse. Please stay here for me. I know it's not fair for me to say that, but now you have to stay. I'm gonna go grab you some new clothes and fix you some tea to warm you up, okay? Even get you a new blanket. Try to stay as warm as you can, alright? I'll fix you right up. I'll see you in a minute, darling. It's so cool I get to say that now.